What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead, hit that like button as you come on in. Come on in. Y'all said y'all got out early. El Teddy let y'all out early today. Okay, all right. What's going on with the people? Hey. If I start blinking, please let me know. I was having some technical difficulties yesterday, but then when I rebooted everything, and when I did the whether you like it or not panel, it seemed to be better. So let me know if I start having some issues. I was told that maybe my video card is going out, which basically means I need to get a new computer, child. What up, peace? Hey, boo. What's up? So this is our tribe meeting. Now listen, our tribe meetings are very informal. So I don't want nobody putting in the comments, it's taking me too long to get to the topics. I don't want nobody putting in the comments, if you're new here, this is what we do for our tribe meetings. I'm going to say hi to my people. We're going to go through old business, and then we got to get to the new business, okay? Thank you, Monk Chip. Yes, it is growing. I'm overdue to go visit my stylist. Hopefully I see her this week, child. I'm overdue. So let me say hi to my people as you guys come in. The people, my VIPs that are my members that are lit up in green. Y'all know y'all head on over to the VIP section. They waiting for you guys over there. Okay. What's up, Mr. Willie Brown? Hey, boo. The Informed. Hey, grown woman, don't try me. Danielle, Yana, Tracy, what's going on? Yana is in charge of the upstairs lounge. If you need to partake herbal libations, she keeps the lounge. Y'all going up there, follow her upstairs. If you're new here, you don't know, y'all going upstairs with her. Hey, Ravine, what's up, boo? Ravine is our political correspondent. She will keep us up on all things political as need be. That is why she got her wrench, so that she can keep us up. So, Ravine, thank you for being here, my love. Hey, Sweet Pea, what's up, Tracy? Sweet Pea is in charge of the brunch ministry. She is in charge of, we talked about that yesterday in the Real Housewives of Potomac. I think we got a brunch spot we're going to check out sometime in the next couple of months. She is in charge of the brunch ministry. Hey, Brandon, what's going on? Doc Liquor Cam, Stacy, Lyrics Mom, Rainy Bow, D Coop. I keep wanting to say D Cop. D Coop, what's up? Monk Chip, my boo. Marnie, hey, Melly. Peace, love that is what it is. That is peace. She is peace. She is Zen. Okay. Hey, share my love, Lauren Bishop. What's going on? What's going on? Cindy, Jamil, I think I already said. Hey, nursing. Anybody else? Oh, sweet. Yes, you got a promotion. What's up, Miss Toby? That's my boo. I haven't come up with a title for Miss Toby, but Miss Toby, my boo thing. This is my boo thing right there. Hey, Tawanda, I was talking about you earlier, Miss Toby. Yes, I was talking about you earlier. All good, though. You know it was all good. It was all good. So if anybody I missed, you guys, charge it to my head, not my heart. Come on in. Hey, little baby boo. Y'all come on in and let's get ready to get into some things. Now, listen. I don't really have a whole lot of church announcements today. Just make sure you guys are getting your Black Girl Vitamin. If you have not gotten your latest edition, your latest update to the Black Girl Vitamin, y'all make sure y'all get over there, blackgirlvitamin.co. Use your discount code ReallyBTV. Get your 20% off. Listen, if you spend $100, you get you a water bottle. I think it's $100. You get a water bottle and a tote, or you get to choose between a water bottle or a tote. I think is what it is. Is it $100 or is it $50? I think it's $100. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, boo. But yeah, get you some. It was something else I was gonna say. Oh well, I'm sure I'll think about it. Yes, Sweet Pea, that's a nice brunch spot. I didn't look at the menu yet, but you checked out the menu, so I'm sure it was good. We might have to try something like I said, maybe around the holidays. So for all my local people, maybe around the holidays, we'll have to do that around the holidays. Hey, Latasha Black. Hey. Come on in. If you're new here, just say hi to the people. If you are new here, we picked up a few subscribers. You know, we hit a little low, but we good. Now, where do I want to start? Let me look at my list. First, we want to start with prayers for Florida. We want to start with prayers for Florida on a serious note. Milton has been downgraded from a category 5 to a category 4, but baby, a category 4 is still a big deal. It is still very serious, and I believe it is supposed to be making a direct hit. So anybody down in the area or in the path of the storm, please, we know that they are still recovering from last week's storm. So we definitely want to keep positive vibes and prayers. If you have friends or family down there, or if you are down there yourself, we are definitely sending positive vibes down there to you in prayers. And please do not hesitate to reach out if you know of organizations that we can donate to, even if they're like local organizations, you know what I mean? Like, let us know how we can help if you are down in that area, please. And thank you. Or if you know of families or things like that, please let us know. But can I tell y'all, this daggone light, child, especially since DeSantis dumbass is in charge, child. Anyway, spend all your emergency fund money trying to deport immigrants, and now you need it. Dumbass. But can I tell y'all, this lady right here, her, right here, that lady, right there. Y'all see her? Baby, that lady is the mayor of Tampa. And she was on the news. And that lady said, quote, if you choose to stay in one of those evacuation areas, you are going to die. She said, if you choose to stay in the area that we told you not to stay in, you're going to die. Play with it if you want to. Now listen. Lil Baby said, why would she say that? Why wouldn't she? Y'all got a problem with her saying that? I don't have no problem with that. You know why I don't have a problem with that? Let me say this, and this is coming from somebody that does not live in a hurricane area. So for the people who live in a hurricane area, you may have a different point of view. But let me tell you why. Because they ask people to move. They ask people to leave. They say, listen, your area is in the direct area where we believe the storm is going to be at its worst. We need you to get out. We need you to get out now. Listen, they give you plenty of time. They give you plenty of warning. They come through. They knock. They go door to door. They offer services if you do not have it. If you and let's be clear, I know no bureaucracy is perfect, but listen, they give you all the information that you need ahead of time. And then what happens is people stay because they want to ride out the storm, or they don't think the storm is going to be as serious. All of those things. And then when the storm is over and people need help, now all those people that didn't leave, now they want the help and they want the resources when they could have just fucking left. Now, do I know that there are some people that cannot get out? Absolutely. That is why the resources should be diverted to the people who don't have the resources to leave. But we ain't talking about that. We're not talking about the people who can't leave. We're talking about the people who choose not to leave. What do you mean they don't have anywhere to go? They set up shelters and stuff like that all over the place for people. There are places for people to go. And again, I understand that everybody doesn't have everything. I get it. But we ain't talking to those people. Y'all get caught up in the minutia of the low-hanging fruit, and that ain't who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the people who cannot. I'm talking about the people who choose not. My friend lives in Florida and was saying, as a local person, it feels unreasonable to potentially evacuate or relocate a few times a month for 2+ months during the season. Well, no disrespect to your friend Michael or anybody else that lives down there. Move. Move. And I know that sounds real harsh, but I know it sounds very harsh. But the reality of the situation is this. She is responsible for a whole city of people. I don't think she's wrong for stressing the severity of the storm. I just don't. And I know people ain't going, and that's okay. I don't think she's wrong for that. Yeah. And again, I know that there are people who cannot get out. I understand that. I get it. I do. I get it. I understand that. But anyway. You know, that's how I feel about it. I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her at all. Because those will be the same people that want everybody to get, they'll be the same ones complaining about not having power and blah, 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 and blah. Anyway, moving on. I'm done. I made my point. Moving on. All right. Can I tell y'all my new obsession though? Let me tell y'all what my new obsession. Some of us in Houston still trying to recover from Hurricane Burrow. What up, Tracy? Hey, boo. Yeah, I think sometimes you got to be raw with some people. No, people do complain, little baby. You might not be, but I've been seeing people all over TikTok complaining about stuff. Anyway, moving on. Can I tell y'all what my new obsession is? Y'all know a couple of months ago, my obsession was Ellie, the mascot from the New York Liberty, which I still love her videos. Oh my gosh, Ellie, I love Ellie. She got a shoe, and I'm really thinking about ordering Ellie's shoe. Only because I'm not a New York Liberty fan is why I'm like, I don't know if I want the shoe because I'm really not a New York Liberty fan. But I love me Ellie. But let me tell y'all who my new obsession is. Baby, my new obsession is Barkley and Bama, the two boxers. Have y'all ever seen any of their videos on YouTube or TikTok? Baby, they are hilarious to me. When I tell you they are my new obsession, first of all, I would never want a bulldog because I don't like all the slobber and the rolls, and it's a lot, and they have a lot of health issues. So I would never personally want one. But when I tell you they are hilarious to watch, they are absolutely hilarious to watch. For me, they are. Let me see. Yes, I love Ellie now. I told y'all I wanted to go. I wanted to go to a New York Liberty game. I'm gonna have to make one. Maybe next season we could do an away Really Beat trip and we could go to an Ellie game. So first it was Barkley, and then they got him a little. Then they got a little one. And they named him Bama because they live in Alabama, so they named the baby Bama. But the baby is just as big as Barkley is now, child. And they are hilarious to me. I'll let you know. Here go one right here. That's Bama. Barkley is underneath the cot. He's hiding from Bama. Barkley is over it. He does not want to be bothered with Bama. And Barkley said, "You gonna play with me? Oh, you gonna play with me?" Barkley is hiding. He does not want to be bothered. When I tell you they are hilarious to me. Anyway, I think they're cute. So that's my new obsession. I'm not subscribed to them on TikTok, but I'm subscribed to their video, their channel on YouTube because they came up in my shorts and I started watching them, and so then I subscribed. Child. Anyway, that is my latest obsession. Bama is a puppy. He still likes to play. Yeah, but Bama is almost as big as Barkley, but yeah, he's a puppy. There's a video I'd have to look for when they first brought Bama home, and Bama could fit in the palm of the owner's hand. He could fit in his hand. He was so little, and now he's almost as big as Barkley. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all who else I'm obsessed with. Now, this is on TikTok. Right, but she says, let me get my stuff when they get to fighting. And she be telling them she gonna take them to the pound. Girl, I love them. Let me tell y'all who I'm obsessed with on TikTok, though. These right here. Hold on. Now, of course, now ain't nothing gonna pop up. Right here. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. They are hilarious, too. That's the puppy right there, Chunk. They're hilarious, too. Chunk, that's the puppy. He was so little, and now look how big he is. I love him. They're my obsession on TikTok. I love all of their videos on TikTok. And he already has 4 dogs. And first of all, he done named the 2 of the dogs is Laverne and Shirley. Hilarious. Laverne and Shirley. Desiree, Sophie. He got these old lady names for these kids. For his dogs. They're funny. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. Yes. Because he really doesn't say Jesus because he's got this real thick accent. I mean, he's saying it, but it comes out. Yeah, Chunk is a girl. My bad. Chunk is a girl because her name is Desiree. Baby, and you want to talk about somebody giving them a fit. Chunk gives them dogs fits. Oh, she's so cute. And then you see the videos with Chunk and the grandmother. Oh, they're so cute. That grandmother loves that little Chunk. Oh, they're so cute. Anyway, they are hilarious too. So those are my obsessions. Bama gets away with murder, and poor Barkley always gets in trouble because Bama be starting stuff. Bama is a mess. Bama is a mess. Okay, my bad, y'all. I done went left. See, this is why they be talking about me in the comments. They say it take her. Look at her. But oh well. Okay. I'm going to do this, and this is going to be my last and final word on the Braxtons. And I'm going to tell you why, because the Braxton show is over, and I think they just going to go off somewhere, and they're going to move on about their business. But this will be my final word on, you never heard of Ellie? Baby. Ellie is hilarious. I love her. When she be trying to fight the people or giving people her purse, oh my gosh. Yes, Tracy, we got to do a New York Liberty game, but we had to get good enough seats so we could try to get close enough for me to get a lot of footage of Ellie. So we got to get some good seats, and they're gonna be hard. The seats are gonna be expensive because New York Liberty, you know, they going to the finals whether they win or not. It's gonna be so. Tracy, you in charge since that's you and Ravine are in charge of the field trip next year for the WNBA game next year. You and Ravine are in charge. Okay, thank you. I love how the grandmother says his name, Sheldon. So here's my final word on the Braxtons. Because even though that video did really well of me with Tracy's wheel, them people was dogging me in them comments. Now, I want to shout out to the tribe for having my back in the comments. I want to shout out the tribe for having my back in them comments, but baby, they was dogging me. So I want to just play. So if for those who want to get caught up, the Braxtons, you know, they rebooted their show. They said they did it for Tracy. I personally think they did it for their own personal reasons. Well, I've already explained that. I ain't gonna go back down that road. But what I will say is this: they in the show, and this is one of the things that y'all put in the comments. And when I say y'all, I mean the people that was out here defending the Braxtons. Y'all put in the comments that I was lying about what the Braxtons said on the show. Now, I think the problem is because I told y'all.
Hey, what you doing?
Sorry, y'all. That was my old obsession. Well, I still like them, EJ, but EJ and Bear, I still love their videos too. But you're a Liberty season ticket holder and can't wait for this meetup. Yes, Rube. Well, listen, when they start sending out the information on the new season, let me know. Okay, boo? Let me know when they start sending. I know you already have your tickets, but let me know when they start advertising, because we need to get on top of that quick. Because the tickets are gonna probably be a little pricey, and they're probably gonna definitely sell out faster. So, because we want good seats. Because like I said, I don't even care if Ellie come over to me, although I would fall out if Ellie came over to me. But I definitely want to get close enough to just get good footage of her. Okay. Cajun, I didn't even see what you said, child. But I said in my video that the Braxtons lied on Kevin and said that Tracy did not want a funeral and that they said it was in her will. I said that, and y'all told me I was lying. The Braxtons never said it was in the will, yada, yada, yada. So with that being said, I'm going to play y'all something, and then I'm going to give y'all my last little piece of information about Kevin being vindicated. Ravine said, don't play with her. This is a clip that I'm getting ready to play, y'all. This is a clip coming from the Braxtons, the rebooted show, the one that just aired. And the name of this clip is Tracy Did Not Want a Funeral. Do y'all see the name of the clip? The name of the clip is Tracy Did Not Want a Funeral. So I'm going to let that clip play, and I want y'all to hear what Tawanda actually says. Since y'all wanted to say I put words in her mouth, and that ain't what they said, I'm going to let y'all hear what they said.
Go to her. What he don't want me to do is really tell the truth. You see what I'm saying? Don't push me. And we didn't not go to her funeral. We did not attend that thing that he set up that she did not want. She said it, and she put it in her will that she did not want a funeral.
Right.
Are you?
So for all the people that told me in the comments, they never said she didn't want a funeral. They didn't say that. They didn't say that. That's absolutely what they said. And not only did they say that she verbally told them, they said on the show that it was in her will. That is not what was in her will. What was in her will was very specific instructions around what she did and what she did not want to happen at her funeral. There was never language in the will that said, I do not want a funeral. What she said was, this has to happen. I don't want this to happen. I don't want that to happen. I do want this to happen. She was very clear. Now, what I think Kevin has been doing that I think has been very smart, because they iced him out of the show, Tawanda said she did not want him on. A matter of fact, that same clip, Tawanda goes on to say that she does not want him on the show, right? So they iced him out of the show so he could not tell his side of the story. The whole show, they dogged Kevin out. Well, not the whole show, but they dogged Kevin out, made it seem like he went against Tracy's wishes. This is what Tracy wanted. This isn't what Tracy wanted. So what Kevin has been doing is he's been dropping little tidbits, doing his own interview and dropping clips. And so I'm going to let y'all listen to the latest clip that he dropped. Now, what he did on last week's clip was, I started to talk about it, but I just didn't get into it. But last week, his clip he dropped, he talked about the day that Tracy actually transitioned. And he said that Trina and Mama Braxton were at the hospice. He said Tracy did not want to go into hospice, but basically the doctors were like, this is the best place for her. So she went into hospice, which I knew. I told y'all Trina was, I told y'all 2 years ago Tracy was in hospice. I know for a fact Tracy was in hospice because her motorcycle club, who I have friends who are in her motorcycle club, they did a drive-by the night before she passed away. They drove through the hospital parking lot and they did a drive-by for her. I knew that. And I told y'all that. she was in hospice. But anyway, what they said was, what Kevin said was that after Tracy transitioned, he had to call the funeral home to come and get Tracy's body because Tracy had already made her own funeral arrangements. That is what he said. He said Tracy had already talked to the people and she had worked with the funeral home that had been like the family's funeral home for years, and that she made her own funeral arrangements. Kevin said Trina and Mama Braxton were gone before the body was moved from hospice, before the funeral home even came to get the body. And he wasn't saying it with any malice. He was just telling us what happened. Hey, Winter, my love. Y'all, Winter been on a roll lately. Y'all ain't over there getting that good tea from Winter. Y'all better. She been on the road lately. She been coming down here right regular, getting the people together, honey. He wasn't saying it with any malice toward the Braxton family. He was just speaking very matter of fact. He said it was snowing the day that Tracy passed. And so the funeral home said that it would take them a little bit of time, but they would make sure they got somebody there ASAP. Because Tracy was in hospice. Y'all don't know logistics, but Tracy was in hospice in, I want to say Fort Washington, Maryland. But the funeral home was in Baltimore. And for people who don't understand logistics, that's about an hour to an hour and a half on a good day, depending on traffic. You add in snow, you're talking about 2 hours, give or take, maybe more, depending on how bad the snow was. Okay. What he also said was he got a call from the family lawyer before Tracy's body was gone. He said the mama and Trina were there. They left to go to the airport to fly back to Atlanta. And he said his phone was ringing with the family lawyer on the line before he could even get Tracy to the funeral home. And the person that was interviewing him said, who you think called the lawyer and told the lawyer? He said it could only have been the family because they're the only ones that knew at that time. He said, I hadn't even had a chance to call anybody because I was, he said, I was devastated. I was dealing with my grief. He said, I hadn't even called people yet. So for the family lawyer to call me, it had to have been one of them, right? And again, he's not saying this with any malice or anger. He's just telling his side of the story. So I want y'all to hear what he said with the clip that he dropped yesterday. I'm going to let y'all hear for yourself because y'all was giving it to me. And when I say y'all, I ain't talking about my tribe because y'all had my back. But baby, them people was giving it to me about the Braxtons didn't say that, and Kevin was lying, and Tracy said she didn't want a funeral, and child, they was giving it to me. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear what this lady's saying, and I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all can find it from. You can find his whole series. He's been dropping clips for the last couple of weeks. If you go to Urban Smart Network, if one of my moms could drop the link to their channel, please. Urban Smart Network. I'm going to let y'all hear what Kevin, and I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm only going to play the first few minutes, but I'm going to let y'all hear for yourselves.
Special guest today, and thankful that she's here with us. So, Shiva, if you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, how you connect to the family.
Yes. Hi, Kevin. Yes, my name's I am a licensed funeral director. I've been licensed since 2001, giving away my age here, but in the later years, I kind of transitioned from an at-need director to a pre-need director, meaning the difference between an at-need versus a pre-need is at-need is at the time of death and pre-need would be prior to death. And I initially met the Braxton family or came in connection with them. Well, I don't know exactly the date, but I'll say around 95, 96. I dated until the family. And so
as a licensed funeral director, I handled, several Braxton funeral services starting in year 2000. So they kind of did. I mean, it just, not all of them, of course, but for some of the family members, they have reached out to me to handle certain services for them.
I actually do recall that, Sheba, and that's what made me feel real comfortable with you, but it was still a awkward time for me, and I think you helped me definitely get through the process in a very unique and beautiful way, and I'm still thankful for it. One thing, when you came to me, you assured me that you had a very strong conversation with Tracy prior to us connecting, and I know you had reached out to me a couple of times, and I finally gave in. And the conversation, if you're okay with it, I would definitely like to hear something that, you basically already went over with me and gave me a comfortable space to believe in you.
Absolutely. So I back in either late December of 21 or early January of 22, I received a call from Tracy. She told me the devastating news that she was sick with cancer and she wasn't going to be able to beat it. And it was a devastating call. I felt for Tracy. I don't know if you remember, Kevin, or not, but many, many moons ago, I actually came to your house a couple of times with, my ex, but that was a long time ago. But Tracy, was just very joyful and jovial. And even in that conversation, with it being so difficult, she was still in good spirits. And she basically told me that she wanted me to handle everything from start to finish. And mind you, I had already transitioned my career into the pre-need side. So what typically would have happened was I would have set up the pre-arrangements and then transferred additional tasks to an at-need director. With Tracy, that wasn't the case. Tracy told me that she did not want a whole lot of people to see her. She wanted me to stay with her and to do everything from start to finish. So when I asked her, exactly what she wanted, she told me that she did want a viewing, but only if her son and her husband gave approval to say that she.
So she's saying that this is her line of work. She's been a family friend for a very long time. She's done multiple services for the family. And Tracy reached out to her 2 years prior to her passing saying, hey, I'm sick. Well, not 2 years. I'm sorry. A year. I'm sick. It doesn't look like I'm going to beat it. And I really want to make these arrangements. She said she stuck with Tracy from beginning to end through the process. And that Tracy said, I do want a viewing, but only if my son and my husband agree that I look good enough to be seen. It don't say nothing about my mama. It don't say nothing about Tawanda. It don't say nothing about Trina. And that's exactly what was in her will. I'm going to let it play a few more seconds and then we're going to move on.
She looked good. And so she said she wanted to also have maybe something else without her body present for, other people in the public that loved her and wanted to, celebrate her. And so I honest to God, Kevin, when I worked on Tracy, I remember after I did the initial preparation and I was doing her makeup, and I remember talking to you, and you told me that you would prefer for her dreads to be shown. I had never twisted a dread in my life. And I retwisted her dreads, and then I styled them, and in her makeup, I would walk away and I would come back. I would walk away and come back. I'm not even kidding. I was there for probably 2.5 hours just doing that because, as a professional and especially with her putting that type of task on me, that responsibility on me, I wanted to make sure she was perfect. And the fact that she even reached out to me meant the world to me. The absolute world to me, that she would even think that I would be able to do her justice. And so it was honestly, it was one of the most thoughtful, most caring things that anyone had ever done for me in my career. To say, Sheba, I want you to handle me from start to finish. And
what y'all can't see, I'm letting it play because there's something I want y'all to hear, and then I'm gonna move on. What y'all aren't seeing is Kevin is actually crying while she's talking and going through this. He's actually getting very emotional while she's talking.
And so I just wanted to do Tracy good. I wanted to do good by her. I wanted to do good by you and little Kevin and the family and close friends. And if I have nothing else, Kevin, I have my integrity. And part of the reason why I do specialize in pre-planning now is because it's upholding the wishes of that person. And that's what I wanted to do for Tracy. I just wanted to do what she asked me to do. I don't know about any other conversation. She very well could have said something different to other people. All I can speak for is what she said to me. And I hope that nobody takes this out of out of what I'm actually stating. I didn't. I'm not coming for anyone or anything like that. I'm just saying what my conversation was like.
Okay, so that's. If y'all want to hear the rest of it, y'all can go catch the rest of it. The whole video is about 20 minutes long. But I wanted y'all to hear that. And Danielle, I totally disagree with what you're saying. I respect your opinion, but I totally disagree. Danielle said that, at this point, basically the show is over. Kevin shouldn't, hold on. I don't want to put words in your mouth. Let me read what you said. I don't want to put words in your mouth, boo. You said, I understand what you're saying, but I think now the show is over. Kevin needs to let it go and let Tracy really rest. This is ridiculous. So I'm going to say I disagree. And here's why I say I disagree. Because Kevin hasn't said anything for 2 years. Kevin let those women dog him out when Tracy died. Kevin let those women talk shit about him and dog him out throughout that whole process of putting together a funeral and putting together that program. They talked shit about him. They made it seem like he was disrespecting their family. They went down in Atlanta. They had their own private ceremony. They did not show up to Tracy's program and Tracy's funeral. And then they do this show. And this whole show is about Tracy. And they did not even allow him to tell his side of the story. I think he's absolutely entitled to do exactly what he's doing, because he could have handled this a million different ways. It is in Tracy's will. It is very clear. Now, here's what I believe. Do I think that maybe they had conversations with Tracy? I can't say what they had or didn't have with Tracy. But like he said, I talked to my wife too. Y'all act like I wasn't there. Y'all act like we was divorced or something. Y'all act like I didn't talk to my wife. And for them to get on that show and they've lied on that man, he has every right to defend himself. And just because the show is over, that doesn't mean that he has to stop defending himself. He's defending himself against lies that they've been telling for 2 years. 2 years. So I disagree. I think Kevin has handled this very respectfully, because there were a lot of different ways he could have went with this. We've seen people handle things way differently. That's my opinion. And that's why I'm telling his story, because everybody might not hear it. So that's why it is. But that's my final word on it, though. I'm done with it. I'm done. Now, I'm done with it. Because I'm done. I'm done. But that woman said that Tracy not only talked to her, but Tracy was very clear in her process. And I saw somebody say earlier that she spoke to the Eastern Stars. Right. In her will, she said that she did not want the Eastern Stars to do anything, and she did not want her sorority Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. She did not want, because she said she did not want to prolong the service because she wanted to be respectful that her family would be in mourning, and she didn't want a bunch of extra stuff, you know, because there's a whole ceremony that the Eastern Stars go through, and there's a whole ceremony that the sororities go through, and she said that was in her will as well, that she didn't want either one of those. And she said it wasn't because she didn't love them. She just wanted to be respectful that her family would be in mourning, and she didn't want it to be, you know, too much. Okay. All right. Exactly, Gabby. The family only came back to talk about Tracy and her passing without giving him the chance to defend himself after they slandered his name and even tried to use his son against him. I agree. It is sad, though. I agree with that. I agree 100% that it's sad. But moving right along, I did want to say that. And like I said, on that, I'm done. Moving on, I'm done with it. Now, let's talk about these people. Okay. I'm going to say this. I'm not spending a whole lot of time on Diddy. I'm going to say these 2-3 things about Diddy, and we're going to move on. We're going to move on from Diddy. Diddy mama done came down here and said her son is innocent and he is not a monster. Sometimes I be wondering why y'all make stuff a headline. What the hell was his mama supposed to say? I got to question why it took his mama 3 weeks to say it. That boy was arrested 3 weeks ago. Why it took you 3 weeks to come down here and tell us that? Where you been? Hey, mama. Where you been? But I don't think it's no headline news that she defended her son. Anyway, moving right along. It takes that long to make up a good lie. All right. Allegedly, Attorney Busby said that a lot of these high-ranking celebrities or these high-profile, I'm sorry, high-ranking, these high-profile celebrities allegedly are paying off a lot of the alleged victims so that they won't talk. I mean, I can believe that. Let's just say for, you know, shits and giggles. If I was somebody that was at one of the alleged freak-offs, and it may not even be I was doing anything illegal. Maybe I was just being freaky. Maybe I was just down in the basement doing freaky stuff with a willing participant. Let's just best case scenario. It was nothing illegal going on. I was just, you know, voluntarily freaking off with a willing participant. That does not mean that I want everybody and their cousin to know I was there. The reason why I didn't tell nobody before now, the reason why I did it in cover at 3 o'clock in the morning is the reason why I don't want nobody to know now. And if I have the money and you name me your price and I can meet it, I might be paying it off too. Now, there might be something illegal about that. I don't know. Y'all would have to ask Pam if that is illegal. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I understand why people may be choosing to exercise their bank account. I would too. So I can 100% believe that somebody who knew they was at one of them parties then called one of them people and said, hey girl, hey, oh boy, hey. You know how they used to do back in the day? They just slide your piece of paper and say, write it down. And then you write down the number and you slide it back across the table and they look at it and they either counter it or they say, you got a deal. Hey. So I can believe that. I ain't saying that I know that for a fact that it's happening. I'm just saying I can believe that it's happening. Now, this latest lawsuit, and I told y'all when we was reading through that lawsuit, that I thought it was something a little fishy. Now, this last lawsuit, because the lady who's representing her, is it Bloomberg? What's the lady name that's representing her? Hold on, let me go to, it was down to the TMZ. Hold on, let me go over to the TMZ so we can read the article. I'm going to read it to y'all on the TMZ. Gloria Allred and her daughter, Lisa Bloomberg. That's what I'm looking, Lisa Bloomberg, yeah. Diddy's latest accuser, who is suing him for allegedly, assaulting her and recording it, tried to get her now ex-boyfriend to corroborate her claim by offering to pay him 7 figures, according to TMZ. Thalia Graves is suing Diddy and his head of security, Joseph Sherman. Now, remember, earlier this week, Big Joe told us that he wasn't there and it wasn't him and she lied. Remember what Big Joe told us? Big Joe said all roads lead to Texas, aka Jay Prince. Remember that's what he told us earlier this week. Allegedly assaulting her back in 2001. In the suit, she says that she was dating one of Diddy's employees who was shown the video of the alleged incident. However, TMZ has been shown text messages from 2023 between Thalia and the man who was her ex-boyfriend, where she reveals that she is planning to sue Diddy because he's the one that has the money. It also appears that she offers to give her boyfriend $3 million if he agrees to back her version of the alleged events. Girl, how much money did you think you was going to get? Y'all keep thinking, oh, y'all going to get Cassie money. Y'all not all going to get Cassie money. How much money did you think you was going to get that you offered him $3 million? Allegedly. After asking him to attest that he saw the alleged video of the incident, the actual text reads, what do you, I guess that's supposed to be need $3 million. We've actually spoken to Thalia's ex, who confirmed the validity of the text messages and told us he interpreted it as an attempted bribe. After receiving the text, she says he blocked Thalia's phone number and also blocked her on social media. What's more, we're told Diddy's lawyers also have a copy of the same text messages we've reviewed between Thalia and her then boyfriend. Thalia's attorney, Gloria Allred, tells TMZ it's very common that rich, powerful men and their supporters attempt to discredit, shame, and humiliate accusers who have the courage to come forward. The complaint speaks for itself. Oh, shoot. The complaint speaks for itself. Our client is looking forward to her day in court. You'll recall Allred and Graves held a news conference after filing the lawsuit, which was incredibly emotional. Thalia sobbed as she talked about the physical and mental trauma caused by the alleged assault. Since the lawsuit was filed, Diddy's former security head claims he never met Thalia and was not working for Diddy at the time of the alleged assault. Well, that's a quick way to clear your name if you wasn't even working there yet. So here's my understanding. There is a tape. Okay. Here's my understanding. My understanding is that there is a tape but it wasn't Diddy that she was with in the tape. Notice that allegedly she said, I'm suing Diddy because he's the one with the money. And allegedly, she said she didn't know. In the lawsuit, she said she didn't know she was being videotaped. Okay, thanks, boo. Thank you, Simone. Allegedly, she was looking at the camera. That's what I heard. Allegedly. Hold on a second. I'm gonna let y'all chew on that for a second. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna let y'all chew on that. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, girl. Is that legal? That's my boo thing. Y'all know that's my boo thing. Oh shoot. Listen. Every lawsuit ain't gonna be valid, and every lawsuit isn't gonna be based on a real victim. And I hate to say that. I hate that. I really, really hate to say that, you guys. But I read y'all the lawsuits because that's what's in the news. But I told y'all then that I was side-eyeing that lawsuit the minute I saw stuff. Got me a smoothie earlier, but I'm putting it in the refrigerator. It's this place that opened. I went to the dollar store. It's a place down by the dollar store I went to called the Smoothieville or Smoothieville. It's black owned. It's a smoothie spot. It's black owned. It's pretty good. I really just wasn't hungry when I bought it. No, as far as I know, Blackburn isn't. This is Lisa. This is Gloria Allred. All right, so those are my Diddy updates for today. Yeah, I can't do Diddy all day, every day. Those are my Diddy updates, child. All right. We got 3 more stories to get into today. 300 of y'all in this room, please do me a favor. Hit the like button if you have not done so already. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Come on down in the chat. Join the conversation. We have a good time. As you can see, we don't always agree, but we have a good conversation. We have a good time. And donations are not required, but y'all, they are accepted and they are certainly appreciated. I wonder how many of Busby's clients have that same problem. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Last night, Pam was burning. What up, y'all? Last night, Pam was burning the midnight oil. She came down here and she dropped some tea. She let us know that Russell Simmons has settled the lawsuits that he had here. And he also let it be known that he ain't never coming back. He ain't coming back. I don't think anybody's surprised. I'm going to read y'all this article. Pam goes through the whole lawsuit. If you want to hear the whole lawsuit, you can go over to Pam's channel and she reads through all of it. But we're just going to read a little snippet here. Russell Simmons has been ordered to pay $3 million to 3 women who accused him of assault after failing to meet the terms of their previous settlement arrangements. On Wednesday, confessions of judgment were filed in New York County Supreme Court against the music mogul on behalf of the 3 alleged victims, according to court documents. Simmons had consented to the judgments as part of a confidential settlement made with Seal Lay Abrams, Sherry Abernathy, and Wendy Carolina in November 2023. The documents indicated that he agreed to pay them a lot of money, child. However, due to his failure to make these payments, the plaintiffs were granted an expedited process to recover the funds. The Def Jam Records co-founder committed to paying the women, but court records as of October the 1st revealed that he has not fulfilled those payments. Although the documents do not specify the experiences that they allege they endured with Simmons, Abrams. Okay, we done read through the child. We ain't getting into all of that. But that's the snippet. If you want to hear the whole breakdown, go over to Pam's channel. Again, they want their money. He agreed to pay them. He settled with them, and they want their money. And according to the paperwork, Simmons ain't coming back. He not coming back. He got it. Listen, don't be fooled into thinking Russell Simmons don't have no money. Russell Simmons got it. If you go through that lawsuit, you hear all the different businesses that he owns right now that he has. Russell Simmons got it. Pam had a great show last night. So for yes, it was. So if y'all want the whole breakdown, I'm just giving y'all a snippet. But if y'all want the whole breakdown, y'all get over there to Pam's house and y'all catch her video from last night. I saw that face you made while reading the comments. Only when I read yours, Cajun. Only when I read yours. Love you, boo. Swizz Beats. Now, this is a name we don't hear very often. Swizz Beats. He is in a little bit of legal trouble. I'm going to read y'all this article. This is coming from Black Enterprise. Let me read y'all this. Oh, my dad. This computer. Okay. Beatz named a lawsuit for allegedly receiving over $7 million. That is million with an M in stolen funds. According to the legal filing, Beatz was paid millions in the One Malaysia Development Berhad Corporation scandal. IMDb for short. Producer Swizz Beats has been accused of receiving over $7 million in stolen funds and $1 billion fraud, according to the suit filed on October the 2nd. Beatz was paid millions in the One Malaysian Development Berhad corruption scandal. The lawsuit accused Jiho Low and Eric Tan of stealing billions and misappropriating funds. Low took the money to associate with some of Hollywood's elite. Some of those celebrities included Beatz, whose real name is Kasim Dean. This thing keeps jumping, child. All these pop-up ads. Hold on. As the 1MDB fraud is underway, Lowe became a well-known figure in the Hollywood scene and developed a reputation as a businessman with deep pockets and a penchant for hosting lavish, star-studded parties and group vacations. Throughout the early 2010s, Lowe befriended many U.S. celebrities, including Dean and his wife, Alicia Keys. The lawsuit also claimed that between September 2012 and September 2014, Lowe and Tan had the money illegally transferred to Beatz. Liquidators are now suing the entertainer to retrieve the stolen funds. Between September the 21st of 2012 and September the 4th of 2014, Lowe and or Eric Tan caused the debtors to transfer $7.3 million to the defendants, Swizz Beats being one of them. During that same time period, the debtors did not receive any money back from the defendants or any other consideration from the defendants in exchange for the fraudulent transfers. Consequently, a net amount of $1.3 million was conveyed from the debtors to the defendants. While unclear if Beatz was aware of the illegal nature of the payments, the plaintiffs are still seeking damages. The lawsuit asked for $3.3 million from Beatz production company, as well as $2.2 million directly from the producer. See, these rich people problems. These are rich people problems. They transfer $376 million all willy-nilly. Like I be sending $10 in my cash app to my sister. Baby, these are rich people problems. I don't have that many commas in my bank account. I don't know about y'all. But I do think you need to get you a good lawyer. Hey, Swizz Beats. I do think you need to get you a good lawyer. It sounds messy. A little complicated. Sound messy, a little complicated. More like billionaire problems, right? You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that many commas in my bank account. I can't even wrap my brain around somebody just sending me $7 million in my bank account. Like what? Like what? Mm-mm. Child, I don't even know if Jax could get him out of this one. Notice they sold verses and we never got another one right. And remember they were supposed to give us something different instead of verses? Child. Him and Alicia about to hop back into the studio and pay that thing off. Remember he bought Alicia that Elite. He bought her a car for her birthday last year. It was like, what's that car? That Maybach that like, I think it's only like 10 in the world or something. And he bought her that Maybach and she never even went to the dealership to pick it up. They said she didn't want that damn car. They said she never even went. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Let me see. Yeah, here it is right here. It was Swizz Beats surprises Alicia Keys with, it was Virgil. The guy, the designer that passed away, the black designer that passed away, that was designer for cancer. I mean, for Louis Vuitton, he had cancer. And Nike and stuff, Virgil. I always say his last name wrong, so I'm not gonna do it. But Swizz Beats bought her, it was a $300,000 custom. I want to say this is a Maybach. And they had this video of her going to the dealership and him showing her the car and all of that. They said she never went back to the dealership and picked it up. See, that says to me you don't know your wife, and that was for show, and that was for you. Because you would know that that's not something she wanted. Anyway. Hold on, y'all. Y'all can't be sending me tea while I'm live. And the person that just sent me this, you know I'm live, and I know you sitting somewhere laughing at my face. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, boo. Thank you for the information. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the information. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I can't. I can't tell it. I can't. And if I had known what it was, I wouldn't have read it till I got off camera. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know I love y'all, but I can't. But the message that I just sent back said, let me know when I can share it. That I promise y'all that's what I just said. I promise y'all that's what I just said. Let me know when I can share it. Sorry, y'all. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that. Because I know y'all want to know now. I'd want to know too. I apologize. Yes, I'll tell the members first. As soon as I get the green light, I will tell the members first. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. All right. Last but not least, Eric Adams, you might be. So today, a former aide to Eric Adams was charged with destroying evidence, and another one of his top deputies quit. Now, let me read y'all this article. A former New York City official was charged Tuesday with witness tampering and destroying evidence in a sweeping federal investigation that led to the indictment of Eric Adams. Allegedly, they're saying he took bribes and illegal campaign cash from foreign interests. That's what the charges were against Eric Adams. The arrest came amid an ongoing exodus of top aides, administration officials, as federal prosecutors delved deeper into allegations that the mayor was using staffers in an attempt to cover up wrongdoing. Mohammed Bai, who resigned Monday as the mayor's liaison to the Muslim community, is accused of encouraging a businessman to solicit illegal straw donations from 4 of the businessman's employees and to then lie about it to the FBI. Why are y'all lying to the FBI? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? At one point, he told the businessman that Adams believed the man wouldn't cooperate with law enforcement, according to prosecutors. As agents arrived to search Bai's home in July, they say he deleted an encrypted messaging app from his cell phone that he had used to communicate with Adams. Lord Jesus. Sir, you done deleted the encrypted app on your phone. A surefire way for the authorities to think you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing is to have an encrypted app on your phone. Let me finish it up, y'all. Let me finish reading this article. Bai, 40, was arrested Tuesday and released on his own recognizance after a brief appearance in federal court. He was not required to enter a plea and was ordered to surrender his travel documents and to not contact any witnesses. Bai is the first person other than the mayor himself to be charged in the investigation. Adams praised him Tuesday as the thoughtful liaison who worked to really bring down the noise in some of the conflicts we're seeing today. Adams praised him. And the walls come tumbling down. Y'all remember that song from back in the day? I think that was I think it was Rohan Marley. I think it was one of the Marleys. Y'all remember that song? And the walls come. It's not Bob Marley, but I think it's one of his sons. Tumbling down. I think it was Rohan. I could be wrong. Y'all know that song? Y'all do know that deleting something off your phone, it's an app. Y'all know it's still there, right? You just can't see it here no more. You know if you delete the app off your screen, it's still there. Y'all know that, right? These are apps. I could delete any of these apps. It's still there. It's there. Now I don't know how the Samsungs work, but on one of these, it's still in your cloud. It's still there. So you deleted the app off your phone. Where did you think it went, sir? It's still there. It's still there. Even if you uninstall it off, it's still there. It's wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. All right. I'm going to leave it there. The iPhone always getting somebody caught. Ciao. Yeah, I had to let them know it's still there. The data, right. And y'all know I'm not even a tech person, and I know that. And even on burner phones, we're not in the days of the wire. Okay, even on burner phones, they don't guarantee you that either. Okay, y'all, this was really good. This was really good. I'm gonna go back. I'll be back. I'm not an Android user. It's an iPhone. I've never had an Android. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, iPhone's better than Android. I'm not one of those people. Me personally, I ain't got the energy to be learning how to do different things. The iPhone was the first smartphone. Well, technically, I guess BlackBerry was the first smartphone I had, but the iPhone was the first one I had, child. And that's just where I've been with, child. I ain't got the time to be going back and forth. Hold on. Let me see something. All right, I'm about to get up over here. I will say this, though. I can't say a lot. But just know that it's not over. That it's the quiet before the storm. There's still ongoing investigations. So I told Tracy we still on Southern District of New York watch. Okay. Oh, I'm a child. Don't be mad at me like Lover Berry. I know, right? Thank you for being that person. I get so much flack for not having an iPhone. I have a child. I don't care. Listen, I don't pay nobody else's bill but mine. I don't care what you like. If you prefer Android, by all means. I don't like getting into the whole what's better, because it's like whatever you like is what you like. Child, I don't care. Oh, Chuck Cajun? What are y'all talking about? I'm about to get off of here. With that being said, y'all, I will talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.